We're making it our business to keep an eye on your tax dollars, and these days a lot of them are going to the home of one of the most powerful men in Congress. Sharyl Attkisson follows the money.
I have never seen this.
Senator Ted Stevens may be under federal investigation in his home state of Alaska, but that hasn't interfered with his Washington job. He's still spending money like there's no tomorrow. Not his money, yours.
How would you rank Senator Stevens in terms of what kind of earmarker he is?
He's at the head of the pack. His ability to bring home the bacon to Alaska is legendary, and he doesn't make any bones about doing that.
Senator Stevens gets his buying power from his staying power. With nearly 4 decades in the Senate, now at age 83, he's the longest-serving Republican senator in history. Less than 3 months after the FBI searched his Alaska home in a bribery and public corruption probe, Stevens proved he hasn't lost an ounce of clout. He added an incredible $215 million in earmarks to the defense bill, more than any other senator.
An earmark is a grant of money without the normal public review. Thanks in large part to Senator Stevens, sparsely populated Alaska outranks the rest of the nation, getting a disproportionate benefit when it comes to earmarks.
Texans get $98 per person worth of earmarks. New York's about the same. But when it comes to the last frontier state, so much federal money is pouring into so few, it works out to more than $4,300 per person. What are some of the projects? Well, it may not seem like a national priority, but more than $1 million has gone to try to create a market for salmon baby food, Alaska salmon baby food. Stevens, known for funding Alaska's infamous Bridges to Nowhere, is also behind what critics might call a ferry to nowhere. He's earmarked $58 million so far to the ferry project that would serve a little-used port in Alaska. Ever see a flying salmon? This jet was painted like a giant salmon with a $500,000 grant from a nonprofit group promoting Alaska seafood. Stevens steered tens of millions of dollars to the group, headed at the time by his own son, Ben, from a federal fund to promote U.S. fish products. The senator wouldn't agree to talk to us, but his office told us the baby food and salmon jet promote the Alaska seafood industry, which is in crisis. Other states get similar earmarks for their industries, and that the $58 million ferry will foster growth and create up to 200 jobs in Alaska. Also, that many Alaska earmarks are military-related and benefit the service members stationed there.
Some members of Congress might say, we're just doing our job. We're supposed to bring home as much resources to our districts as we can.
Their job isn't to bring home every single thing that isn't bolted down here in Washington back to their home states.
Some would say that's what Senator Stevens does best, turn federal dollars into pork or fish, making the 49th state #1 when it comes to those tantalizing earmarks. Sharyl Attkisson, CBS News, Washington.
More tonight about tax dollars.